What if it went like right there?
Well, it's just like,
Let's keep it
and there's
there.
my prostate.
That's disgusting. Holy shit, I'm never getting my phone
Welcome
back.
back to the Super Panic Frenzy podcast. I don't know what episode this is, but I'm sure it's one of them. Today we have on the podcast...
Steven Suptic.
Oh, wait, actually, introduce me, because I hear you can do a fantastic...
Oh, his impression of you is fantastic.
My name is Steven Suptic, and I think people should do my introductions for me because that's what I do. Kill me now.
How
It needs
good
to be
is
a little
that?
more high-pitched.
That's what everyone says.
Yes, it needs to be half an octave higher, and you need to
Wait, do it
crack
again,
your
but
voice.
higher-pitched.
My name is Steven Suptic, and I like when people impersonate me accurately. So please raise your voice a little bit. Oh, thank you.
And I'll do a Reina impression.
I think it's really hard to do.
is Reina.
Oh, it's so on point.
from a glorious Nippon.
That sounds amazing. I'm honored.
By the way, Reina's back.
Yay!
So how about that?
Wrangle.
How long were you gone?
Like a whole fucking month. Can you stop doing that?
Look, I'm a little bit sick. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't want to
sick.
have to work that into my Steven Suptic impression. It's
Okay, do it now.
Oh, that was good too.
What a fantastic podcast. We actually have some weird things to talk about today, not gaming related. I think one of the things is gaming related, but the
Not
other one
really.
is we're starting it off with, I don't know how we got into this topic. How do we get into like worst? Oh, because you just came back from a shitty flight.
I had 2 horrible flights in a row.
Who'd you fly
Wait,
through?
they're United. I'm calling you out, United. Holy shit, you were bad to me. You were so bad. Actually, the first one's my fault, and United was really nice about it. I fainted right before I got on.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't eat all day, I think, and I was like panicking when I was going home. So I was boarding class 3.
No, boarding section 3.
Yeah.
You always have weird health issues.
I completely passed out, and I looked at Mike, and I was like, oh my God, it's happening. And then I don't remember anything. I don't remember shit.
So what did they do for you then?
They called the paramedics at LAX, and it was really embarrassing because the alarms are blaring until they get to you.
Did you miss your flight because of it?
No.
How far off were you from your flight after passing out?
They were boarding my boarding class, right? So I passed out, I freaked out, and then everybody boarded, and I woke up, and they're like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm fine. I'm stable. Please let me on. What do I have to do to let you let me on? Like, please, I can't miss this flight." And they're like, "Okay, first you need to calm down." And I was like, "Okay, if you tell me what to do, I'll calm down." And it was like one of those situations. And I was like, "Do you want me to repeat the alphabet to you? Do you want me to do like a multiplications table? Like, how do I explain to you that I am okay?"
4 times 4 is 16.
16. Wow.
I tried so hard. And then they were like, "Okay, you're fine. You just have to sign a waiver. And are you really okay to fly?" And then United was like, "We actually are really not comfortable with you flying." And I was like, "If you don't let me fly right now, I will fuck you up."
What could you have possibly done to them?
I don't know, but I literally said that, and they were like, "We think she's okay to fly."
She's very threatening.
Oh,
and
it was
small.
bad. It was bad, but it was so much fun. That was not bad.
It was so much fun passing out.
It was great. I don't remember it.
What was the really bad experience that you had?
There was like a family of 40 flying back with me, and the children were scattered everywhere all over the plane, and I was sitting next to the parents, so the kids kept running back to our aisle and being like, "Mom, give me this, Mom, this good thing," and it was the worst thing in the world. I couldn't. I've never hated children more in my life.
I hate children.
I
They
couldn't
should
take
just
it.
bar off a section of the plane for childlings.
You'd think if they're under a certain age, they would like group you together or something. It was a
Yeah.
whole fuck ton of them. And they were little, but they tried to like get stuff from the cabin, like from the baggage area. Everything slid out and like hit people on heads.
Why is it that I have to cough really bad once the podcast starts?
I don't know.
Can I take a
Are you
brief cough
nervous?
break while you got... Thank you guys all. Lyle, what
In
about
my
you?
direction?
Have you had some weird plane experiences?
Oh yeah, one time I was on a plane, and obviously I'm really tall. You feel this pain, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
You know,
how that
you're in the
feels.
fetal position.
You ever have trouble finding pants?
Yeah.
What's your
actually.
size?
I'm like, waist is like a 32, but
32
length
by
is
34?
36.
He's even bigger than you.
That's even harder.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Ew.
I have such a hard time finding 32 by 34 pants, and there's no places that really sell it, and I have to order it custom online, and that's always way more expensive. Lyle, 32 by 36? What the fuck?
Monsters.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes 34 will work, but I have to wear them like pretty
A
low.
belt.
Daddy long
A
legs.
nice
I have
tight
to wear them
belt.
like it's 2003 and I'm a hip youth from the hood. You know how I do. You know how I throw down home sloths.
So your plane story.
Oh yeah, anyway, so a large Portuguese man stuck his hands over the seat and started rubbing my scalp. And
What?
That he's Portuguese
What?
doesn't really...
I was about to say, what is the...
Yeah.
is-
Basically, it doesn't matter that he's Portuguese, right? Anyone doing that is weird, but because he spoke Portuguese, I couldn't tell him to stop. So he was
You
speaking...
could have just been like, no.
Yeah, no,
No
it was, he
means
was,
no,
he was
doesn't
just
it?
humming this pseudo Spanish at me, and I'm like, oh,
Humming?
dude, whatever, might as well just enjoy it. And I
Wait,
did.
what-
And that
what?
was the flight.
Is he just like...
What is it like?
It was kind of like a, hey, and I'm on
your
a Escaña.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think it was.
What song was he humming?
It was some kind of like ritualistic thing, I think.
Like...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, it was not Feliz Navidad.
It wasn't
I was
Felicia
thinking
Day?
Carmen.
No,
It wasn't Felicia Day behind you?
Santa Nicolas did not possess my soul after the flight, which I don't know what
How could you... I would have
so
filmed
you
the
couldn't
shit
tell
out of
me to
that.
deity
Stop?
that he. I mean, the plane eventually landed, so
So you got
He
to
didn't
leave.
follow you afterwards?
no, which.
If I was so indebted and touching your scalp like that, I would have followed you after the plane ride was over.
You know, I'm glad to hear that, Steven.
He massaged you the whole time?
Yeah, it was actually like
was
I
actually
appreciate
really
the
Kind of nice.
sentiment.
It was worth it.
Yeah, I appreciate the sentiment. It was just weird.
I don't think I like that at all.
Well,
That's almost disturbing, but I
you
appreciate it.
either learn to appreciate it or you learn Portuguese, whichever's easier.
Maybe that was his whole reasoning for doing that. Is he just
wanted
wanted
you
you
to
to
learn.
He wants
just
you to
wanted
learn
you to speak.
Portuguese. He starts massaging your scalp and passes you a Rosetta Stone for Portuguese.
now say H-O.
So what are your experiences or bad experiences?
I've had one
Just
really
one?
bad flight experience. I mean, there's always a point where flights are annoying, like if you fly United or Southwest or some shit.
United
But
is really that bad? I didn't know that was a thing.
I have a bad time flying anything other than Delta and Virgin.
Delta's
Virgin-
good?
Virgin's
I always
really
have
good.
one.
I know
Delta.
Virgin's good.
I've heard people that complain about Delta, never had an issue with them. Well, I don't know. Virgin, though, oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. That's my favorite flight. My bad flight, though, that's my favorite flight. It was my 21st birthday.
Oh,
and it was...
that's so recent.
We had this Vegas trip planned, and I was going to go to Vegas, and it was going to be the best time ever. Gamble, drink, buy 20 prostitutes at the same time. But
Buy prostitutes.
But I started feeling sick when I woke up. I had Taco Bell the night before.
Why?
From some bunky place in the middle of Wisconsin, right by where we used to live. And I knew after eating it, I was like, ooh, this quesadilla is making me feel raunchy. And the next morning I woke up and I was like, I had bubble gut and hot snakes. And I'm on the car ride to, I was driving with my roommate Zach, and we were driving to the airport, the Milwaukee airport, and on the way there I was like, we gotta pull over, I gotta puke. And he's like, no, don't be a pussy, Steve, you gotta get to the airport. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna be a pussy. And we get to the airport, I'm about to spew chunks wherever is the nearest place. There's not a bathroom in sight. We're at the, what is the thing called, or the not check-in, but it's
The
like
TSA?
security, TSA check-in and all that shit. And I'm like, I can't, exactly, I have to get, like, I leave my backpack here. Don't make me look like a terrorist, though, but you can't take my backpack with you. I gotta go. So I ran off to the bathroom, tried to puke, dry heaved, couldn't puke, go back through the TSA. I'm vomiting almost like in my mouth. I'm as they're trying to pass me through. I do the thing where, like, you put your arms up to
And
go
the
through,
thing
and I'm just
goes
like, and I get through the check-in, and I scurry to the bathroom, vomit everywhere, get on the plane, and I'm still in vomit mode. Like, the whole time I'm waiting for the plane to arrive, I have to make 10 trips to the bathroom, vomiting everywhere, get on the plane, and they hand me this clear plastic, like the plane's taking off, and I'm like, okay, it's all over. And then once the plane starts taking off, I'm like, and I push the flight help. So then the plane's taking off, and this person, the flight attendant, it's like has to hobble down the
Yeah, they're not
aisle
supposed to come
while
to
the
you
yep,
then.
they're not. But
I'm imagining it
I'm
like that scene in
I gotta get a
Inception.
plastic bag quick, and she hands me this clear plastic bag to puke in.
It's
so
clear?
Yep. So everyone around me was able to see
How
my
uncouth.
greenish yellow bile.
Ew.
Have you ever seen Inception? You know the scene where they're in like the hotel and
they're
there's
on the
no
walls and
gravity,
shit, yeah.
and yeah, I'm just imagining the flight attendant like clawing her way over to you with a barf bag as you're like,
So that's
Oh, that's gross.
one of the greatest experiences of my life. But
I threw up on a plane. And I missed the bag, and I threw up on the person in front of me, and it was really, really, really fucked up.
yo, okay, explain the reactions of everyone around.
It was really bad.
How much did you throw up? And what color was it? Texture?
It was a creamy Alfredo color.
What'd you eat beforehand?
I'm not really sure. I forgot. I don't remember that. But I was flying to Japan, so it was a 16-hour flight from New York.
Gross.
And I threw up
16-hour flight. Ooh.
16 hours, yeah. And I threw up about 20 minutes in. So that circulated on for 16 hours. Yeah.
Dude, how bad did it smell though?
Terrible, terrible. I threw up again simply because of the smell. But I threw up so much that I missed the bag, and it went all over the front seat, and it definitely dripped on the person. And
That's so gross.
And I was crying.
Did they have to move?
No.
They didn't notice.
No. But like there was like rolls and rolls of
Was
paper
everyone around you
towels
just
and-
like, oh, jeez?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But I was like crying, and I was really young, and they felt really bad. You know how like I was like cute and fat when I was young?
Cute. Cute? Is that the word for it? We all have seen Reina's. I'm sure you've seen Reina's baby
Yeah,
pics.
let's bring it up. Yeah, I was a
not,
real fat.
it's
I
my-
know I wasn't cute. Okay,
my
I had a
home-
lot of chins.
My home wallpaper.
Holy shit! Can you change that?
No.
What?
This is
Why?
Reina as a baby.
That's me as a that's me as a child. It's not a baby, by the way. I was like a child. I was a cute baby, I think. Oh,
You
gross.
think I was a cute kid?
Were you?
Not really.
Yeah, I feel like
Everything went downhill, I think, during sophomore year in high school when I got really into Halo and I gained a little bit of weight and didn't work out, and I was fat skinny.
what's that?
It's like
It's
when
like a goblin body, yeah.
yeah, you're like a
Wait, so where did the fat
you're like a
sit?
deep sea goblin shark. There's a little bit of tummy
oh.
fat. Your face is a little bit chubby.
Yeah, I get that. I bet, like,
It really extrudes like the bad portions of your face,
so
like
you're
if
like big this way.
like Maddie, but worse. Like Maddie, but actually just a little
no
bit
one
chubby.
can see Maddie. Maddie's sitting there showing us what it is, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
It was
That
worse.
mean
Mine
of
was
you.
worse.
Okay, I get that.
Doing it like a shopping channel presenter. He's just like,
He's like this.
For
This is where it
1995.
sits.
But that was definitely it. So that was all of our plane experiences. You never had another bad plane experience?
I mean, I'm sure I've had like multiple.
I'm trying to think. There,
I used
I
to
mean,
fly
they're
all
not
the
generally
time.
very good. You just kind of suck it up. The last plane I went on was delayed like an hour and a half, and I always get really tired before I go on a plane so that I can like sleep
on the
through some
plane.
of it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true, yeah.
So they do their stupid safety thing, you know, whatever fucking dumb safety. Like if a plane crashes, any of us are gonna live through it.
There's
just-
Yeah.
one that has
Yeah.
the guy from Rooster Teeth or Slow Mo guys in it. I don't know if that's it's Delta actually.
No way.
Yeah, he's in it, and actually it's a bunch of YouTubers
Bunch
and
of
some of those
Bunte.
May people.
Anyway, so after that, I was like, whatever, I'm so tired. So I passed out, wake up 2 hours later, and we're still on the goddamn runway. And they're like, oh yeah, this crappy little plane, which I hate flying on little planes because
Turbulence?
You hear
yeah, they
everything.
wiggle around. And
Oh, I
I'm
hate
sure there's a
turbulence.
structural reason why the wings are supposed to around, but I still don't like it. But they're like, yeah, there was some mechanical thing. We're not sure if we can fix it or not.
Oh my
So either your
God.
flight's going to be canceled or maybe we'll fix it or something.
Have you ever
Or
had
maybe
to
we'll fix it.
deplane?
Huh?
I had to deplane once, and that's terrifying.
Yeah, there
when
was
they
a
make you
fire
do
underneath
that.
one of the wheels that I was in, so they had to get the
What?
fire truck and they had to pull us back. Yo, here's a weird story. It was the last time I flew. It was to my friend's wedding that we talked about on the podcast, and I had set my flight. I was supposed to fly on the 26th, but my flight for some reason. Did you just shit your pants? Or is that your belly? Oh, but I went on the 26th. I accidentally booked my flight a day before, so I had managed to get through security and everything with the wrong pass.
What?
With a day ago pass. And they were even, when I went up to, because like, I was like, what group am I in? Because it didn't show me on my ticket. And they're like, how'd you get through though? How'd you get through? This, I mean, and it was the nicest lady ever, but they're like, we're going to seriously have to talk to someone about this. This is a very big security breach.
Wow.
Like, I don't understand. And this is Delta.
Did they let you fly?
They did. She actually booked, she's like, well, we have the same exact flight, the same exact time.
What is this accent you're
This is all you,
doing?
honey. This is actually how she talks. She's like,
Really?
it's all you, honey. And here's your flight right here. Because I was like, I thought the exact same thing
Mm-hmm.
was happening because it was like the exact same time for the flight, the exact same airline, and it was totally fine. But it's like, how can you just get through all of that a day before? I should work for the TSA
That's
and monitor
terrifying.
people. And that's the lesson that we've all gotten out of
Wait.
that one.
No, I
Yeah,
learned
'cause
last
you,
week.
you pay so much attention to everything.
Yeah, you're so attentive and good at your job.
Thank you guys.
Oh God.
Thank you,
He
guys.
doesn't- I'm glad you don't understand sarcasm. It's actually quite helpful.
I thank you. I am helpful.
Oh, okay.
So wait, but what was I about to say? Oh fuck, it was never mind. Fuck.
What?
I don't know, but we have some questions.
Oh,
unless
I
you want to talk
forgot
about
we
Five
tweeted
Nights.
questions. That was not enough. I got to play like night 3 today for the first time ever, and that was horrendously scary.
Yeah, Raina
And
was all excited to come back and play Five Nights at Freddy's 4,
I
but
can't
we
believe
played
you
it without her.
already played without
You gotta
me.
jump on the bandwagon
I
while you
get
still
it.
have a chance.
I get it. Have you
Well,
played
it's
Lyle?
still a wagon wheel? Nah.
No?
I played like the first one and it was like super lame, so I haven't played them since.
This one's a lot slower. You have to like listen for stuff.
I personally feel like they've all been super lame up until this point.
Really? You like this one the most?
Yep.
Yeah.
This one's legitimately scary, I think.
The other ones, it's just like fast clicking. You know, like, oh, click and then go
And
away.
the
and
vents
click and
don't
go
really do
away.
it for me. If it's too complicated, it's just not fun. It makes it more about trying to search around for stupid shit than actually being afraid.
I don't know. Yeah, it's like jump scares, which to startle is really easy to do. Like to really like put you on edge without relying on, oh, is something gonna jump out at me? Like, because that's the only reason it's scary is you're like, oh no, I know something's gonna jump out at me, but I don't know when, and then
Right.
it jumps out at you, and it's like you can do that with anything. Like you can, I think there was like a Red Letter Media video where they were talking about what's the movie called? The one that they've made like 16 of, and it's
Insidious? Oh, no, Paranormal?
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
And in when they were saying, oh yeah, that's so easy to do, they were playing like these goofy cartoon sound effects, but they were playing them like super loud and like
Slow.
in times when you wouldn't expect them to be. So every time they did it, it would make you jump out of your skin, and it was like, yeah, you can just do it with anything.
I
It's
see.
not difficult at all to do jump scares.
What scares you guys?
What scares us?
Did you see?
Getting old.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did
yeah,
you
I
see
don't
It
like that.
Follows?
No, was
No.
it good?
It was. I mean, it was creative.
Was it unique?
It was. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's like one of those movies that's not really that scary, but afterwards it kind of leaves you kind of like, oh, maybe this.
You know what movie really scared me?
Don't say Babadook.
No, it's Frozen, not like the Disney Frozen.
Oh.
There's another. There's
Is
a
that that one
horror.
with the frozen Nazis?
No,
Zombies?
no. That's Dodd Snow. That's Dodd Snow.
Deadpool.
No, Frozen is about these skiers that go on like the Diamond Black Trail or something, but they get stuck in the middle of like the lift, and they have to survive the weekend.
Oh,
Obviously,
they're wolves.
Yes,
I've
they're
seen
wolves.
that.
Dude,
No, I
it's
haven't.
so scary.
Is it really?
It's psychologically scary. Yeah.
psychologically scary.
Yeah,
Is it
because-
actually a good movie or is it well acted?
I mean, it's well acted is kind of a different. I don't know if it was well acted, but it was a good story and it instilled the right kind of fear. I think.
What is the scariest movie either of you have ever seen?
I've never actually been scared by a movie.
The movie that scared me the most throughout my whole life was The Grudge.
Oh, I love that
The-
movie.
That's why I hate working with Raina.
I love The Grudge.
Not the American one, right? Like
The American one, yes.
the really?
Yeah, I
Ju-on
was a
is the
kid. I was a
Japanese
little
one.
kid, and it crushed me. The one thing that really scared me in it was when she was on the bus and she looks out the window and like the image of the thing like flashed, and I don't know why that ruined me forever, but I was like for a whole year I just assumed like if I saw you in the middle of the night, Raina, like walking down my stairs, I'd have an immediate heart attack. In fact, I almost had an
Crawling.
immediate
I
heart
can't
attack
even
when I
do
see
the
you every
Crawling
day.
down it like a contortionist. They actually
This is
the
thumbnail?
movie. The movie I've heard is kind of but my friend showed me a video. It was like the making of that movie Mama, and they had like
Oh, yeah.
a
What's
gymnast. A gymnast come in and like they were like engineering how the monster would walk and stuff. And they got like a really creepy looking way for it to move.
Mama itself wasn't really a scary movie, but that one clip that they showed that hyped up the movie was really
Wait,
scary.
I don't know anything about Mama. Please tell me, what is this? It's a scary movie?
It's a spooky
Is it
movie.
new?
Is it by
It's newish.
Is it by the director who did Pacific Rim? What's
Del
it?
Toro?
Guillermo.
Was it?
Yeah, I think, it was by, I think,
I don't think so.
I think it was by Guillermo del Toro. I'm gonna look this up.
I want to see it so bad now. What other scary movies are good? I love scary movies. Oh,
I really think
liked
my favorite scary movie is The Descent.
The Descent.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
I
Let's see.
haven't seen that one. I liked. I didn't like it, but Audition, the Japanese horror movie, was like really gross.
Is that the one with the wire where they? What exactly? What is the gore? Because that's always on the list of goriest movies.
It's
What the fuck happens in
goriest.
that movie?
I don't know. She fucking slices
Guillermo
people
del Toro,
apart.
del Toro,
Oh,
bitches.
Oh my
was.
god!
There you
I
go.
wish you could speak.
So what about that movie was gory?
Everything. It's torturous.
Yeah, but like what happens in it?
I forgot because I actively
I know she uses a wire to cut people,
I'm
right?
sure she cuts people and she like cuts their fingers off, and I think she makes them like eat it or something. I don't know.
Well, it's not that bad.
I don't remember everything because I closed my eyes throughout a lot of it. It was really gross.
Have you ever seen that scene in Dead Alive with the lawnmower?
No.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Wait, what is that?
It's like an old like schlocky horror movie, but there's this scene where the guy has like a lawnmower, just like the bottom part of it, and he's just like shredding up
People?
zombies. I think.
Oh, that's
Zombies.
But yeah, it's
That's
you ever
great.
see a Serbian film?
yes.
That's kind of
They're
weird.
film.
It's kind of a
rough.
weird film.
It's surprisingly well made for how
There's
fucked up it is.
a scene in it called a newborn porn scene.
Yep.
So let's think about this one for a second, Reina. What can you imagine comes out of that?
No.
Yep.
no.
So that's a whole path that is.
Is it really?
Yep.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what? I thought you were talking about Serbian films in general.
A
No,
Serbian. It's literally called a
I don't
Serbian
think it
film.
has an actual title, does it? Or
It's
It's
called
just called
a
Is it
Serbian
called
a
film.
Serbian
It's called
film?
a Serbian.
I thought you were talking about
It's
like
sup-
Serbian
isn't it supposed to-
cinematography in general.
Didn't the director say something like, "Oh yeah, it's supposed to be like an analogy for how the Serbian government continually fucks over its people or something"?
I mean, that makes a lot of sense.
The
but-
premise of the movie is like there's an ex-porn star and this guy hires him and he's like, I'll give you this amount of money to come back into porn for one last thing, but I'm not going to tell you what you have to do.
and it's like an absurd amount of money.
And then he injects him full of like
horse, like,
horse
Viagra.
Viagra, yeah. And then like he like wakes up the next day and has to like piece together the night before based on what was filmed.
And
what horse Viagra?
there's a lot of death in the movie.
Yeah,
a lot of,
I think
like-
it's actually bull aphrodisiac or
Oh
something.
my god.
But
Bovine
yeah, it's-
horny
yeah.
hormones.
We should watch that movie. As
No,
a
no,
group
no,
and
no,
do
no. That
reactions.
sounds really
Yeah.
fucked up.
There's some really.
I've
bad
seen it like
stuff in it.
3 times just
Really?
because I end up being the guy that everyone's like, oh man, you like fucked up stuff. Have you ever seen Serbian films? Like, yeah. And they're like, I'll watch it if you want to watch it again. I'm like, sure, why not?
Wait, is it like a good film though?
It's not
like,
bad.
Is there something
It's
to
not the worst
learn?
thing ever.
from
It's
it?
just-
It's interesting.
shock
I'm
value
I'm
movie.
sure that some people would absolutely hate it.
What about Cannibal Holocaust? You guys ever heard of that?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
I've heard
They
of it
kill
too.
real animals in it. Kind of gross.
Oh,
Kind of a
that's
gross
so
thing.
sad. I can't
Isn't,
watch that. I can't.
You know what really bothered me? The goriest thing, like when I was a kid, and it wasn't even that bad. Like looking back at it now, it wouldn't bother me. But it was the goddamn Silent Hill movie. I don't know why this bothers me this
dogs?
much, but when Pyramid Head had the girl in his hand, and it's because I had just woken up, like I was at my friend's house for a sleepover or some shit, and we were watching Silent Hill. I woke up, and I was a little kid at the time, and he pulls on her skin and just rips her whole skin off, like at the one time, and I woke up and I was just like, and I almost passed out just like right on the spot right there, and that haunted me forever.
Shit like that is not even
my
scary to
God.
me because it's just so ridiculous.
Yeah,
was the
and you know
first-
pixels.
Yeah, I know. What was the first? Yeah, by Adam Sandler. Shit. What was the first scary movie that ever like ruined you like as a kid? Mine was
Oh,
Tremors.
as a kid.
Mine
Oh,
was
Tremors! I love Tremors.
Yo, I saw it when I was
The
5.
graboids?
When I was 5, and
Oh my
my parents showed me it.
God.
And every night, even though I was on the second floor of my house, I thought a graboid was gonna come take me over. You know?
I loved that movie. Did you see all of them? Did you watch
Oh, I
all
saw
of them?
1 through 3.
1 through 3, yeah.
Up through the flying ones.
Yeah. What did I? Oh, Terminator was bad. I was afraid of Terminator. I watched
The
it
first
like a little.
one?
No, the second one. I was like a little too young, I think, and like I didn't really.
Was that with Slippery Man?
Yeah. I
The
love
Silver
him.
Surfer?
He's dogged.
The
from
second
X-Files.
one has that one scene, and I saw it as a pretty young kid too. The one where Sarah Connor is like banging on the fence, and there's like those like
Yeah, yeah.
happy families
She's
playing
having like a nightmare.
on the other side of the fence, and she's like run, and then like everything gets blown up.
Yeah, there's like not a
and,
nuclear
like,
blast, but like a blast kind of.
Yeah,
pushes them
and it
away.
just like shreds everybody up.
Yeah.
And
I don't remember that.
It's
Yeah.
pretty intense. That and Twister. Towards the end, there's like a flying
Were the-
cow. There's like a bloody
Oh,
flying cow,
never mind. I'm
and it
thinking
like
of-
hits the car, and it freaked me out a
Was
lot.
it Mission to Mars that really fucked with me? The one
Mission
where
to
the
Mars?
guy gets picked up by the Mars tornado and ripped apart?
Oh, that sounds rough. for a
Mars
kid.
tornado.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is,
I don't
but
know if
yeah.
it's Mission to Mars. Yeah, I think it is Mission to Mars. That thing. Ooh, there are a lot of movies that have traumatized
Does
me. as a
Mars
kid.
get
think
its
we're just
very
too
own
young.
tornadoes, or do we have to send them?
We send them
tornadoes?
From Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We transport them.
Okay.
Well, that's the only real way to do it. We actually have some questions, you guys.
I forgot about that again.
Hopefully there are some good ones in here. We asked you on Twitter because we kind of want to make it sort of like a Q&A at some point.
Interactive-y.
Yeah. This is from Erica.
Erica. God.
Do we have any hidden talents?
Hidden talents. It's weird. I don't have any like on deck.
I do, kind of. Well, what about you, Lyle?
I can't whip my dick out on this, can I?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you can. It's
What's
going to
your
be
hidden
censored,
talent?
but you can do it.
It's helicoptering, but I don't.
Can you really?
Wait, can you not, Steven?
Wait, no. Why would you? I can
you
helicopter,
not?
but it's a science though, because like
Yeah.
you can't just go. People
It
think
is-
No. It's a hip. You have
It
to
is
go-
very
yeah,
physics
you have to
based.
gyrate
yeah.
properly in order to.
Nothing I can
attain
do with my pants
true
on.
motion. Well, I have I can animate.
You can sing a little bit. I think your hidden
little.
talent is impersonating.
Impersonating
Suptic.
Steven?
That is, it's too good, dude.
I mean,
it's fantastic.
yeah.
Let's see.
Everyone else seems to think that's way better than I think it is.
It's because we hear him, so we know him like really, really well, and you sound a lot like it. And
You guys
it's, like,
can answer
pinging
this
right-
question for me. Big Squid asks, "When will Steve get a girlfriend?"
Oh, poor booby. I don't know when you stop being disgusting.
I
Just
could see
never.
you doing more like a mail order bride sort of thing when you
that's
just
nice.
get
Shit,
I should go to
when you
Russia.
get tired of sleeping
Yeah,
around.
those Russian ladies have really nice legs. Really nice
You've
legs.
seen Orange is the New Black, right?
Not
I
all
could
of it.
stand to have a Russian bridesmaid that doesn't really care about me.
You want red?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would love to.
I would love red.
I would love Red, but not to have sex with,
Well, I
because
mean,
it's just not into her. You know.
Well, that's not what marriage
she's
is about.
like as old as your
You're
mother.
right. Marriage isn't
so-
about sex. It's about what is it? Anger.
Yeah, it's about a growing resentment
Right.
that you
You're
hold
gonna
on
know
to the
very
rest of your
soon.
life.
Very soon.
What do you think your marriage is going to be about?
Rage.
Do you think you're going to go on vacations as a married couple, or are you just going
We
to?
already. I mean, we already go on vacations as a couple.
What do you think's going to change when you get married?
Probably nothing.
Really?
Probably nothing.
I heard that you sexually violate Mike.
Oh my god, all the time.
Like I heard that sometimes he's just like, "Oh, I'm tired," but then you
I just go at it anyway. I'm just like, whatever, doesn't matter. Like, does it matter?
You don't have to be awake.
No, he doesn't have to be awake at all.
Holy shit, that's
I
awesome.
know.
How many times has Steve cried himself to sleep over CS:GO? When was the last time you cried? What is the meaning behind obtuse balls hashtag?
Obtuse
Oh,
balls?
wait, we explained it to somebody before. What does obtuse mean? Like,
Yeah, it's an angle that's above a right angle.
or obtuse in general just means like not perfectly aligned or
yeah.
like.
From DH, we have World at War, Black Ops, or Advanced Warfare Zombies.
I guess Advanced Warfare Zombies.
I would go for Black Ops.
Yeah.
Probably. Actually, I spent the most time at World at War. And then Lyle, I already know his answer. Well, who gives a
Fuck
fuck?
those games, yeah.
How old were you when you realized the wonders of sweet, sweet cooter?
Oh,
The good old cooter.
I was 16. Oh wait, no, I was.
Wait, when
younger.
you did...
No, cooter.
I think you're born with it, aren't
Yeah,
you?
you're right.
You don't have to discover it.
You don't have
I was
to-
late
well, you
into the game on
discover
that.
it.
I was real late into the game on cooter.
I actually got in a cooter before I even kissed a girl, fun fact.
Oh my god, how?
Hey, this is going to have to be explained, and hopefully it's
Yeah,
not going to be
please
a weird story.
make that make sense.
That's pretty much all there is to it. Is
How? What did you like? Fall and land on?
oh whoopsie, no.
On a Fifi?
There was like some girl and she was like, "Hey, I'm into you." I'm like, "Okay." And then she was like, "Want to try some shit?" I'm like, "Sure, let's try some shit."
Oh my god, how old were you?
Like 13, 14. I was
Oh,
probably
wow.
maybe like either just turned 14 or like just about to turn 14.
Oh, that's adorable.
That's intense. Ricky, how old were you when you got into cooter?
First got into cooter.
Like first time I fucked? Or
Yeah.
First time
No,
First time
it
you-
doesn't have to be fucked. It's like just anything to do
Really,
with
I was
cooter.
talking about fucked.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's what I
was
thought
a
you-
late bloomer, but like junior high, I became sexually active.
Wow.
I was a very late bloomer for sex.
I was a super late bloomer for sex. I like
Me
didn't
and my buddy
understand.
used to say we used to go skiing because there was this one girl who like touched our dicks. So
Ricky, if you're going to talk, come on
At
over
the
to
same
podcast.
time?
Ricky,
Come
come
on,
to
bud.
me. Come to me, Ricky.
Yo, Ricky and I bonded so much at VidCon. Oh, we got to talk
No,
about...
I want. Wait, we gotta talk about this.
No, Ricky's
Yeah,
with me. Ricky's
no,
with me.
Ricky's with
Ricky,
me.
right here.
Ricky's with me.
You're kind of sort of guest Lyle.
Fine.
Sort of guest
Ricky's
Lyle.
with me.
Hi, friends. All right.
All right, here.
So explain skiing.
So this was, and we had a code word.
I have a theory as to why you call it this, but
Okay. So there was this girl. Her name was.
You don't know. It doesn't. You don't have to.
Can I call her? I'm gonna
got
call
it.
her Alexia because that's.
That's a sexy name.
Her real name was Alex.
So Alexia just, I mean, sometimes like my buddy Alan was like, dude, have you sat next to Alexia? Like she put her hand here and like kind of slowly went up one day and was whatever. And I'm like, dude, she did that to me too, like a couple days ago. Like I was just sitting next to her and fucking just sitting next to her and she had red hair. She was voluptuous, little whorish.
Meow.
But so we were like, all right, well, next time this happens, we got to think of a code word.
A code word.
A code word, so we could see each other. So we could see each other doing it. So the next time it happened, our code word was king. So I'm in the computer lab, and my buddy's like, king, 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 and I'm like, what the fuck?
Wait, he was doing that while she was doing.
Yes. So I look. So I look under the table, and it's like she's like fucking going up on her.
Was she like, what is king? Like, why are you doing
Why
that?
are you doing that? Does that mean I came?
I think she was. I think she was just focused on fucking had her eye on the prize, man.
kinging.
I don't even know.
Is that how it gets? You just get tunnel vision when you're
skiing-
thirsting for a D?
So skiing. I'm trying to recollect if this actually ever happened or if we just fantasized it. Skiing was we sat on either side of her and she did it. She, you know.
No, because it's skiing.
That's
Hey,
exactly what I thought it
I'm
was
gonna go
going
on
to
a limb
be
and say,
too.
wait, this actually happened? This actually happened?
Oh my God.
Yeah, this was junior high.
Holy
was
shit!
in junior high.
Ricky, awesome.
Yeah.
Tough.
So now that you're here, I actually was interested in talking to you not about sex, but it might lead more to sex. VidCon.
Yeah.
Now you didn't go to VidCon.
No.
You didn't go to VidCon.
No.
Ricky and I broed out a little bit
there.
of VidCon, but we didn't. I didn't really stay for the parties and shit. And
Then why did you go?
when Ricky gets drunk, Ricky gets absolutely cronking. Oh my god.
Is there like a thing you do when you get drunk?
I love people. I like to dance.
Do you like woo? Like woo?
No, I guess I yell a lot. I guess I'm very like my voice gets raspier after.
I mean,
I'm done,
when I
I'm
first
just-
got
I'm
to
very
VidCon-
excitable. I laugh a lot. I yell a
Yeah.
lot. I'm very excited to see you. You know.
I get it. And dance and sing.
What was your VidCon experience? Because I know what mine was.
I feel like it was a little different than yours. I mean, I had fun. The coolest thing for me is I'm not on camera very often, and like when people actually see you, it's like, oh my god, like I want to take a picture of you, and it's like, are you sure? I'm not William Haynes. You sure you got the
Oh my
right?
God.
You sure you got the right brother? Like, oh my god, you're Ricky. Yeah, you're awesome. And it's
Yeah,
like,
people confuse me for William.
which
Haynes all
was
the time.
yeah, it's a common
That's weird.
thing, right? He's got one of those faces. So that was like really cool. Like one girl came up to me and she's like, because of you, like you're the reason I'm like taking video editing classes and shit or whatever.
Oh my
I
God.
was like, oh my fucking, like you just made my life. It's like I'm nobody.
Hey, Ricky, you're not nobody.
You're not nobody.
All right.
Nobody's
All right.
nobody.
Somebody here.
All right, I was fishing.
also a
I was
talented
fishing pretty hard on
photographer.
that one. Thank you.
Very, very
Okay.
talented.
Reina
if you
Senpai's
wanna just
poster.
blow him on the podcast. Go for it.
She's promoting her poster that you should all go buy at
Yeah. Oh, speaking of promoting
forhumanpeoples.com.
stuff, and for human peoples, check out these leggings.
It's called a
These are Phil's
segue.
designs.
It's called a segue.
Well done, Ricky. We also have backpacks available.
Oh, yes, we do.
Raina has a
Buy
backpack.
mine, buy Raina's, buy Pika Hearts.
Or you can buy mine. It's not a big deal.
You know what I
guess.
learned at VidCon?
What?
The owner of Segway died on a Segway.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
He rolled
rode
himself
off a cliff.
near
On
his
purpose?
house
On purpose?
on a Segway.
But on purpose.
Exactly.
No, I don't
No,
think it
not
was
on
on
purpose.
purpose.
He was probably
so fucked
segueing
up.
drunk.
What a
That's
fitting
like
death.
the worst
Don't
PR
drink
for a
and
company
Segway.
ever. That's the worst anything
I
for a
don't
company
know.
ever.
Should I laugh? Is it okay to
I-
laugh?
we all
I chuckled
did.
and felt real
I didn't
bad.
laugh.
I chuckled and felt real bad.
That's wrong.
It is
Oh
wrong.
my god. What? How long ago?
It was in 2010.
Oh, that's long.
And that's
ago.
why you don't really hear about
Did we ever
Segways
talk
too
about
much
how we
anymore.
think we're
I think
gonna
it's part of
die?
the reason. I don't know. That's
Lyle, how
morbid.
do you plan on dying?
How do I plan on dying? Well, if I'm allowed to coordinate,
Yeah, you're
I
allowed to.
mean, I'd probably spend like the last 2 years of my life getting really, really fat, and then
let
rent
it go.
2 helicopters and go skydiving above them, and then have them both turn sideways and go in towards each other like this, and have me like shredded up in the middle above a major city, so I rain down on
He's
it.
like thought about this
Wow,
before.
you thought
You've
about
thought
this.
The
about
goal,
this
yeah.
before.
Plan.
Well, basically, the goal is to make as big of a mess
It's
as
quite a
humanly
spectacle.
possible.
Enemies.
Yeah,
It's quite
right.
it's quite a spectacle.
because the
human
more
confetti
people have to
parade.
clean you up, the more people remember you. And if you bring a whole community together
That's
to
how
clean
you
you
want to
up,
be remembered.
you strengthen that community.
That's how you
So,
want to be remembered.
I'm
I
just gonna
guess.
die in my garage
In your garage.
from like a carbon
monoxide
monoxide thing. Yeah.
poisoning?
What about you, Ricky?
Well, nothing like that. I was just gonna say like I'd die fucking like some
yeah,
women. Like,
autoerotic asphyxiation.
Like you want to cum your
no,
liver out into her.
I'm
What about you,
fucking
Reina?
myself and hanging myself.
How do you plan on dying?
How do I? Oh, I want to get eaten by like a shark.
No, you don't.
That would be it.
Why
That
are
would
you
be
so
it.
afraid of sharks then? If that's how you want to go out.
I'm so afraid of sharks because I don't want to die.
Stared the dragon in the face.
I really have, and it was a Mako. It was like those things go 60 miles per hour.
They do.
That's crazy.
It's real fast.
We fucking swam with that.
On that note, I gotta go do stuff.
Oh no!
I like hanging out with you. Raina's mine.
Let's see.
Must you go?
Where do I have to order it?
Sorta, yeah.
Aw, dicks.
Yeah.
All right.
It's fun having you.
Bye, dude.
I'll never forget you, Ricky.
Yeah. That was William Haynes.
Can I be on like my face on A camera and my butt on B camera?
We should have taken a shot from
Oh,
here.
Ricky all the time.
So Topher Oriel says, what were your first impressions of each other and or each other's?
Oh.
I'm not sure what each other's means.
No, like when we first met. I remember first meeting Lyle because I was there when Lyle tested and we played Smash Bros.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. And I was like, this kid's great. Let's hire him. And then they hired this idiot right here. I was like,
So
whatever.
my first thought was that you guys are both really cool. What about you, Lyle?
My first impression of Reina was pretty good because she was super chill and nice. Steven, I actually had like a different first impression of you. I was like, this guy's kind of annoying. I think he's going to get progressively more and more annoying to me. This is going to
And it
kind of
all
turn
came
into
to
a
fruition.
backhanded compliment. No, I was like, he's a little bit, I like him, but he's a little annoying. I think he's going to get, he's going to grate on me. But no, it turns out you're more like a poison where you build up an immunity.
Oh my god, I'm sure everyone thinks the same thing. That's like the best one. Holy shit.
That was my first impression.
Am I a
versus now.
necessary poison, though?
Define necessary.
What's necessary?
Like a necessary
poison?
evil?
No, nobody
No.
has to subject themselves to you. That's
Yeah,
the
they can
great
just
thing
walk
about
away.
it.
why do
Except
people-
us, because we
is a
have to.
really
It's our
good
job.
question.
Gotti.
Oh, great.
Thank you, guys.
You were super awkward when we first met.
Yeah, I hate meeting people.
No, it was, I don't know what it was because you were fine the next day, but like the first day you were like, oh, hello. And I'm like, who the fuck are you? Because you were already hired. You were hired before I knew who you were.
You
And
guys
then
worked into a chemistry pretty fast, though. I remember the first
Yeah.
time I
Yeah, it
actually
worked out
came
really
in.
well.
It really
once
did.
SuperPanicFrenzy like started, and you guys were like throwing banter back and forth, and I'm like, huh, cool.
yeah, it could have been scary. It could have been sad.
But instead it worked out only less sad.
Yay.
How does it feel to have Reina back?
It feels complete.
It feels great because we had Mexican food and mariachi band play today.
Yeah,
That was
that did
crazy.
happen.
It's so funny. I don't know. Jeremy like ordered a fucking taco truck to deliver here along with
Yeah.
a mariachi
It
band.
was like
Full
taco
mariachi
catering
band.
and a
Was
full
that
mariachi
Jeremy's
band.
idea?
And we just see Lyle drive by when everyone's outside in line getting tacos with the mariachi band playing in the background. Lyle just looks to the left when he's driving by like,
What's happening?
but that was a very unexpected turn of events.
That was
I'd say.
very fun and lovely. I love tacos. Oh, Audrey sent me a tweet when I was in New York. She goes, the tweet said, "Does Reina even really like tacos?" And it apparently was from Jeremy because she was like planning the thing with
Like,
Jeremy.
holy shit.
Yeah, and they're like, "Does she even like tacos?" I'm like, "Jeremy, did we not go to Carlos and Coque's the day
Every
before
day.
I left?"
Here's another question. What is your biggest pet peeve?
I have so many.
I've said it time and time again, either people that breathe really heavily, people that chew really loudly, or people that stand still on escalators. Those are my three.
What about
biggest-
lip smacking? You
Ooh,
hate that
that's-
too.
yeah.
I don't. Standing still on escalators is a pretty. That one's pretty awful.
Really?
I just-
You always are walking on an
Yes.
escalator? What if you're tired?
I can't stand it when people are eating around me and you just hear, or just any situation where people are breathing really, really heavily. Like, get in shape, you bastard.
Oh my God! That is not the problem. Probably
It isn't. Maybe they have boogers.
Oh, that's
Whatever the
probably
case is, blow your nose or work out or something. Because my God, don't be around me.
Oh, I hate
Ever.
that. I hate
I
when
don't know.
people
A
don't
lot
do
of
their
my
jobs.
pet peeves kind of fell away when I became an adult and started paying bills, and then it's like whatever.
went
There's-
away?
There's real problems.
Mine went worse.
Really?
Like mine are so much worse
I
now.
only got more mad once I started having to pay
Exactly.
bills.
Same thing. Wow. I don't like when people don't do their jobs. Like for example, when the flight attendants did not do their jobs, and it really, really bothers me. I don't understand why it doesn't bother everyone else. They get paid, so they should be able to fulfill their job description.
Ooh, I don't like when waiters make conversation.
Oh my
that.
God! You don't get paid for that, bitch. Just bring me my food.
Well, that's the most diva thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
It's not a diva
Where are
thing.
Reina's yellow M&Ms?
Wait, is that like a race thing?
No, what?
Okay.
No. But here's an interesting question from Crusader saying, why does Steve always wear sandals?
Yeah, why do you? You have really,
I wear sandals.
You have
Actually,
scary feet.
Yo, it's just bad that you came back today. This is the one day in the past couple weeks I've worn sandals because I've been on a grind of like dressing decently,
Nicely?
and wearing decent shoes and shit. But it all comes at a price. Because look at the back of my heels.
Ew, 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 ew. It's all like cut up and bloody.
It's these shoes are not doing it for me. If you can see the back of
Oh,
my heels,
wow.
it's
They're
rough.
so blistery
But
and
it's
disgusting.
so worth it because the shoes look really nice, and that's the price you got to pay to
So
look
why
fashionable.
are you wearing these nasties today
I'm
with
wearing
fungus?
sandals. I wear
To
sandals
show
all
off
the
his
time.
heels, clearly.
Ew.
I wear sandals because they're comfortable, and no one else here seems to care besides the few people that say, "Oh, stop walking around here as a joke."
As in
Bigger
everyone that works the
scars.
most with you.
Essentially, everyone that works with.
Everyone that works with you.
Let's see. This week, I am hired. The internet requested a full cover of Trap Queen. Maybe someday. And maybe if it's auto-tuned next time.
Ooh.
Game sequels need to be made. I'm not getting any decent questions. Why are Reina and Steve mom and dad?
Why are we mom and dad? That's creepy.
Who would be the... I feel like, honestly, you'd be a dad.
I'm definitely dad. Absolutely.
Steve, would you still love me?
Steve
if my name
does
was
have a
Jewel?
mom face.
He does. And a mom voice.
Would you guys rather... Ooh, this is kind of a fun one. Would you rather live in the world of Pokemon, and this is by Daniel Edwards, or one of the worlds created by Hayao Miyazaki?
That's an incredible question.
Right? And did I pronounce his name right?
Hayao Miyazaki.
Sweet. I want to always be in the world of Spirited Away.
Oh, what
God
a beautiful
damn it.
world.
That's a yes for me,
Yeah,
always.
Animation's way better for Miyazaki, so.
Yeah,
I'll go
but
with
the
that.
concept of Pokemon, though, I mean, it's really bizarre, though, because, like, they don't die,
It's
but
just
they die.
cockfighting, isn't it?
It
Like-
really is. It is. I guess it's pretty cruel, huh?
Is Spirited Away out on Blu-ray
Are
yet?
we assuming
Of
it's
course it
as
is.
innocent as it is in that? Because I think Pokemon, like, once you actually start dealing with the realities of living in that world, it wouldn't be.
Well, in the manga, it's really dark. Like, they die in the manga.
Really?
They don't faint, they die. Yeah, the manga's really dark. So I'm not really sure where to take that.
Although I do really like the world of Pokemon. I'm not going to lie. That's
like
a fun world.
yeah.
Everyone's genuinely happy, and Misty's really hot.
What?
No,
She's like 13.
Really?
No, she's not. Not the
Oh.
cosplayers. And that's how I imagine Misty.
if you're in,
I like the Nurse Joy
overalls?
cosplayers.
Oh,
They're
yes, you do.
cute.
But what was I about to say? Pokemon. I'd actually pick Pokemon because
You would?
I like
I
the idea of capturing little things and keeping them hostage.
I think I'd pick Hayao Miyazaki.
So here's a thing that when you said Spirited Away or like
Hayao Miyazaki world.
which
Studio Ghibli world.
say Spirited Away.
Spirited Away.
Yeah.
I want
That's
to be in
got some
Princess
cool shit.
Mononoke
Here's
world.
Isn't Princess Mononoke just like pollution kills people? Isn't that the
No.
only?
Well, actually, yeah, the grand storyline behind it is that it's the same as
Really?
Nausicaa Valley of the Wind. Yeah.
I would have never guessed that. I would have said it's just some weird shit with people doing weird shit. But here's an embarrassing question that was brought up last podcast.
An embarrassing
And I just have to make
question?
things right. Turns out my first kiss was not at 19. It was at 18.
Whoa.
So let's pull it back a year.
Wait,
and be
that's
a
what we
little
talked
bit less
about last podcast? I didn't watch it.
We
I'm
not
sorry.
only talked about relationship advice last podcast, we talked about our first kisses. When were your guys' first kisses? Just
I was older.
older. How old? Older than me, probably, right?
Ooh, I think I was 18. I really do. I think I was 18.
Gotti.
Yeah, I didn't really care about doing that kind of stuff.
My
when I
first kiss
in
was
high
on a
school.
tennis court.
That's cute.
Yeah. What about you, Lyle?
I was like 16, 17.
Oh, that's right, because you had sex before you.
Yeah, my first kiss was the second time I had sex.
When you first
Oh,
had.
nice.
When you first had sex, did you nut?
I don't know, to be totally honest with you. Because also I had sex way before I masturbated, so I didn't even know what it felt like.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
I didn't,
insane.
and I didn't masturbate till I was like 18, 19.
Can you
Oh my
get someone
God.
now? This could be one of the dumbest questions, but it comes from someone who had a high school health teacher named Miss Hyman. But did you, by any chance, can you get a girl pregnant at 13? At age 13?
If you can
if they're-
come.
Yeah, and if they have had their period already, yeah, like for sure.
Wow.
And if you live closer to the equator, you get your period faster.
What?
Hey, let's explain that one real quick. What?
I really don't know, but if you live in like South America, you like girls get their periods like way earlier
Are
in life.
Vagibbles magnetic? Like, it does polarity?
The polarity of the earth.
Yeah.
I actually don't know, but it's a thing. I'm sorry I hit the microphone. You gave me like a slight twitch.
Are you sure that it's not just like a genetic thing for like the races indigenous to that area?
No, because
or-
I don't think so, because I learned about it in Japan.
Well, no, that makes sense because like I traveled a lot when I was a kid, and I was always around Ecuador, and I got my period at like 4 or 5.
Oh my god, I wish you could have seen the face I made when you said Ecuador.
I wish you guys went to VidCon. I would have had actual fun with you, but
Let's make our own VidCon.
I mean, we're all
Just
going
us
to PAX, aren't we?
yeah, we're all going to PAX, so
Yeah.
yeah, you can see
oh
us
my god,
there.
PAX is gonna be so much fun.
I don't think we're doing a booth. though.
What
We were
about
originally-
TwitchCon? What are we doing at
TwitchCon, we're going
Twitch?
to TwitchCon. I think we're just walking around having a gobble of a time.
That's fantastic. And we're making videos.
I don't know, maybe. We didn't make any videos at VidCon, and it was just more of like a viewer service kind of stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Which
So
was
what
fun.
did you do at VidCon? You
VidCon,
didn't
I did.
really-
The first morning, I did a table talk with Gavin Free.
Oh my
Rooster Teeth.
God! Wait, it
Yeah.
wasn't Bernie?
No, it ended up being Gavin.
Oh, I
and
thought
it was
it was gonna be
Gavin
Bernie.
and Mod. And at first, I thought since it was a live audience, I was going to be more nervous than ever because, like, I hate public speaking and I hate all that shit. But I sat down and there was like a crowd around us, and I was totally fine. It was totally
Yeah.
fine, and supposedly it went well. That's what I heard from a bunch of people, but you never know. You could be
Oh,
watching
that's
the.
nice.
I made a joke about paraplegics, and it didn't really turn out. But
Oh my God! Why did you go
they're not
there?
gonna be able to click on the
Wait,
video
there
anyway.
were
So.
there was like a perfect pair of pelagics to get offended by that, like both of them.
Oh my God!
So that was the first.
I watched Reina just on the inside when I said that.
My inside shriveled.
So that was the first morning.
It's so funny too.
The rest of the day nothing really happened. But then the next day we did a whole signing where like hundreds of people came, and
I love the signings though because
it
everyone's
was so fun.
nice.
And we just took a bunch of pictures with everyone,
Yeah.
and it was like I don't know. And then I assumed that like I wasn't gonna really get noticed at VidCon. No one was really gonna care or anything. But surprisingly, a lot of people recognized me there, and they obviously wanted you there for sure. But they
Aw,
recognized from
that's
SuperPanicFrenzy.
Not
which
from
it's
MLG
like,
Haunt?
Well, no, it's like gaming
What?
stuff in general. I heard isn't really that well received because everyone's trying to like suck Charles Trippy's dick there. But like the gaming side of it, people seem to be genuinely interested.
That's cool. You know what I really wanted?
Oh wait, hold on though.
Oh,
There
oh.
was a girl that came up to me and she was like, "I know you're on a quest for good Mexican food in the Hollywood area. I know this great place on Sunset Boulevard," and I choked her. No, actually, it was like, "Holy shit, Pinche's Tacos," and she was like, "See." I was just like, "Ah!" And I hugged her for like 10 minutes.
That's
and it was the best time of my
fantastic.
life. Sorry, what were you saying though?
I forgot now. Oh, what I wanted to do at VidCon was I wanted a part of the booth where we like got to play video games with people.
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
That would have been nice. Maybe next year.
That'd be crazy. And then a lot of the times I just spent at the FHP booth or like walking around getting coffee. And the parties though, and I've said this so many times already, so I'm sure a lot of people are tired of hearing it. I was not interested.
You just have to go to the right ones.
I went to a few of them.
Yeah?
I went to a few of them, and it's just like a bunch of like the top tier YouTubers and stuff. I don't really have anything in common with them, and they're all just over there like, like imagine this is some YouTuber's dick, and they're on each other, and it's just like, oh, wait, you how many views do you?
Oh my God!
Yo, we were sitting on a staircase. Mod and I were, and I think there were a couple other people, and we looked to the left, and because this dude was talking to us, and it was this guy who was like. So you guys probably know who I am. I get like I have
started a
4 million
conversation
subs.
like
What party are you guys going to? I do like these pranks and shit. You've probably seen them. And Mod and I just looked at each other like.
What a
It's
dick.
Who the
How's
F are you?
And the thing is, I told my roommate about it when we got back because I was baffled. And he's like, "Was it this dude?" And he holds up this phone and this picture of this guy, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's him!" And he's
Wow.
like, "This is fucking Booger Boy," and I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "This is the dude that talked to a bunch of people last year and had this massive booger hanging out of his nose and didn't realize it. So no matter how big you get on YouTube or in life in general, you can always be Booger Boy." And
That's how you're
the
remembered.
lesson from today. What time are we at, by the way? 10 minutes. I think that's really my experience at VidCon. What about you guys? Didn't go, but you've been to VidCon before, though, right?
Yeah, I loved VidCon last year. We announced people on stage. We did parties, obviously. Oh, the parties generally at the Hilton, like where the bar is, that was fun. Like
Yeah, like
sometimes-
downtown down the lobby.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
fun. The lobby parties are fun because they're a little bit more sophisticated and it's a little bit less crazy. But last year, a guy fell into the water like fountain
That's
thing in
awesome.
the middle.
Did
Yeah.
he drown?
No,
Was
he just
dead?
No, he slipped backwards
Did you have
into
to
it.
fish a corpse out of a water fountain
No.
to cap off your VidCon?
Did you see all that stuff between? Who's that kid? Who's like the Vine guy?
I don't know.
Aaron Carter or something. He was like. He got so pissed because they wouldn't let him into VidCon because he did some rapey thing with a girl.
What?
Yeah, and he was like pissed. He's like, "Why don't you let me in?"
Isn't there like a video of him or something? That's all I know about him is he's some
What,
sort
of this
a rapey
rapey
dude.
video?
He's like a rapey
Yeah.
Vine star. Doesn't that just happen at VidCon? Is like every
Yeah, a lot of
year
people get
some
raped at
British
VidCon.
vlogger
Yo.
like commits some.
Yeah, everyone goes nuts for the British
I fucking
vloggers.
raped like 10 people at VidCon. It was crazy.
Oh, you cannot
Thank
say
you guys
shit
for watching
like
the Super
that.
Panic Frenzy podcast. I'm Steven Suptic,
I'm Reina Scully.
I'm Lyle McDouchebag.
and it's great to have you back, and it's great to see you again 2 weeks later. Guys,
Oh.
Kumbaya.
My lord. Kumbaya. Ooh, I just got a text and it flashed on my balls.
Right.